I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. First off, SKOL Vikes. SKOL Vikes, win, lose, or draw. I got a few things to talk about today, dog. First off, some exciting news, man. Some exciting news coming out of Vikings training camp. We got a squad, bro. I know I said it in the last live. Come check me out for my live on Saturday. But we got a squad for real, man. And it's definitely something to be excited about, right? I just want to talk about the defense. Today, I'm going to talk about the defense, bro. Heavy. I'm going to get into the Josh Metellus extension. Shout out Josh Metellus. Glad he got paid, the Guapino. But this defense, bro, if it is what people are saying it is, the rumor speculations we hearing, I know I'm not the only one hearing them. I'm sure you are as well. But if that is true, bro, and they are dominating, if Dallasturner is looking crazy out there around yonder, this defense is going to be spooky. I done said it in previous videos, definitely. Top one, top three. This the type of defense that we could have, bro, that we could see from the Vikings. I'm excited, dog. I'm super excited. September 8th can't come fast enough. We'll return Soldier Field to Bitch Field. You hear me? Straight like that. And set the tone for the whole season. But this defense, dominating training camp. We seen it last year. The defense was spooky last year, right? Now it's even better. You bring in solid, very good veteran players. If they stay healthy, come on, bro. Sky's the limit. Matter of fact, there's no limit. You bring in dominant trench play. Your edge rushers are already crazy, extremely talented. On top of that, you build on the momentum Dallasturner has. If he's doing what they say he is, and I'm going to get into this video in a minute, not video, but article. And if he's showing up and showing out in year two, you remember the doubters, dog. Everybody counted Dallasturner out. I'm talking about the man in his first year, and everybody counted him out talking about, oh, is he a bust? Did the Vikings make a mistake? What? Like I said, the dude is in his first year. Can he get accustomed to the game? Can he develop? Or he got to just come in right away and ball? Now, that's ideal. But at the end of the day, that's not always realistic in the NFL. Heavy, homie. But I knew. You knew. Oh, he would develop, bro. Under Brian Flores, he would develop. As long as he kept his mind right, kept the right people around him, right? He would develop, homie. Heavy. And to see him not listen to the bullshit, not pay attention to the doubters, you know what I'm saying? The negativity, bro. People saying he's a bust, the Vikings made a mistake, this and that. And sticking to his guns and keeping his mind strong, bro. And putting the work in. That's the biggest thing. Putting the work in, grinding the whole off season to come back to be a terror, right? Everybody counted Dallasturner out, except the Vikings, except Brian Flores, except Kevin O'Connell, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, his teammates, bro. Huh? Everybody done threw that man under the rug like he ain't got no chance to grow. Like he can't get better after being 1 year in the NFL. You know? But the fact that he stayed determined, homie, didn't give in, not folding to the pressure, and took that and came back relentless, that says a lot about that man and his character. Also, the college he came from. Roll Tide, full of pride, shout out. August 30th, side note, Florida State, hey, that boy finna get lit up, dog. That quarterback from Florida State, he finna get lit up, bro. Straight up. Roll Tide, full of pride. But Dallasturner, hey, dude gonna be dangerous, bro. And you add him with Gink, with Grenard, with some of the other young guys in the rotation, defense gonna be scary. And the thing about it, they won't ever get tired. Because the depth. We always talking about depth. Your depth chart. That's what builds playoff teams, Super Bowl caliber teams. They got depth. Not only on the exterior, at the edge rusher positions. Them boys stacked in the middle. You hear me? Believe that, man. Them boys got depth in the interior D-line. Boom. It was an abrupt change. And I always got to revert back and shout out Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, man. his offseason moves, not just this year, since he came in the building, from gaining Hawk, etc., homie, to Gink, Cashman, etc., dog, has been spectacular. I'm talking spectacular, top of the line, maybe number one. You hear me? Shout out Quasi, man. But Dallasturner, bro, if he's the animal that he's showing to be, it's going to be spooky, bro. I don't like, we maybe talking 2-3 sacks a game from this defense, bro. Straight up, heavy. And if they can neutralize the run, we know the NFL, you're going to get yards. But they can hold teams under 100, under 80 some games, majority of the time. But we talking playoffs, practice. We talking about a real Super Bowl run, man. For real. Heavy, man. And I'm not shocked by this. This is what happens when you build chemistry. This is what happens when you build cohesion, right? This is what happens when you got all these guys, throw some rookies in there who've been together for years, putting the work in for years. You replace the suckers. You get the pump chumps out of there. You get the soft big backs out of there. And you bring in real football players. This is the results, right? When it all comes to fruition, man. Now, I understand it's training camp. A lot more time left in off season, huh? A long season. You got to do it the regular season, homie. You got to do it the regular season where it matters most. But if this is a starting point, oh, man, oh, damn. It's going to be trouble. And I mean trouble, bro, for the whole NFL. I don't care. We talking about the NFL, the NFC North. We run that, John. Straight up. I stand on that 10 toes down, dog. I don't care if you're talking about the whole NFC. They're talking about the Eagles, talking about their bullies. All right, we're going to see what type of bullies they are. Huh? And this year, oh, yeah, believe that. The Vikings going to bully the bully, bro. Straight up. The Vikings are the bully. Forget all that. The Vikings are the bullies, bro. And you're going to see it clear. So shout out to the defense. Shout out Brian Flores, homie, for coming to what some may have messed up situation. All his personnel wasn't there. He had to build from the bottom. Lack of talent, still perform. Still got maximum results out of his players. Huh? That's great coaching, homie. And like I always say, I don't care how much talent you got, bro. How much talent you got on your squad. If your coaches, your leaders ain't great, don't do their job, can't develop a player, can't bring the best out of their players, can't keep the morale up, you ain't got nothing, homie. We see it in every sport. You go down the line. Basketball, football, soccer, baseball, whatever. Coaching is the most important, man, for any team. For any team, bro. Heavy. Straight up, bro. I'm excited. I'm ready for the season to start right now, man. I'm ready for kickoff to be right now, man. Now we go into Josh Metellus. Shout out Josh Metellus. Matter of fact, clap it up for him. Respect Josh Metellus. And it's going to be some who say, oh, your last live, you said he shouldn't get paid a certain amount, this and that. I said he shouldn't get paid top 6, top 5 money. Never said he shouldn't get an extension. And if he was to get paid top 5 money, I wouldn't care, bro. I'm rooting for the dude. Shout out to Josh Metellus, homie. Shout out 44, dog. Heavy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he got paid. I'm glad he got his guapino, got his federale. Huh? I'm glad they came to a deal. I respect his journey, huh? I respect his grind, his determination, right? His refusal to quit. He's had a long journey, homie. He could have gave up, caved in, lost hope, but he kept getting better, kept developing, homie. Even through piss poor coaches, probably should have got his shot a little earlier if we being for real. But even through that, he never folded, never cried, never complained, homie. Even at Michigan, huh? When he coming up through the ranks, never complained, homie. Just grinded, bro. Stayed down till he came up. Heavy, dog. Stayed down till he came up. like majority of the Vikings players right now who finally getting a shot, you know? So come on, man. Why the hell would not be proud for JM? Room for that dude, man. I hope you have a breakout season for real. And I still stand on he needs to improve his coverage skills. But everything else, yeah, bro. He's top 10. But you want to be an all-around safety. And you want to be a Super Bowl team. So that means you got to improve all your players. Got to improve their weaknesses. See, some of you fans, like, you nut ride so much, you caught up in your feelings so much, just like the Kirk Cousins situation, when we knew he should have been out the building 2 years ago before he left. You got fans, pay Kirk and he not getting paid too much. Even with Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook, Eric Kendricks. The Minnesota Vikings, nice way that the media has portrayed, the fan base has portrayed, homie. Huh? Now they're finally getting up out of there with that whole mentality. Because enough was enough. Overpaying players for underachieving. Why? Huh? Why, bruh? Spending money here when you have weaknesses over here. Roster spots, roster needs to fill over here, around yonder. And you paying a man the big bucks who don't deserve it. Bradbury, for instance. Come on, man. Period. I was the same one who said Hawkinson might be getting too much. You hear me? So let's not forget. I'm talking about let's be real, man. But shout out to Josh Metellus, bro. Glad he got paid. Glad the extension is done. Excuse me. No, it's not more to worry about. No, he can focus on football. Focus on being a great player he is. You hear me? That's what it's about, man. I'm excited to see what he's going to do. Get into these articles right quick, man. First one I'm going to get, we're going to talk about Dallas-Turner. Because that's not nothing light, homie. That's great news for the Vikings. It could have went either way with Dallas-Turner, correct? And the fact that he's dominating, bro, I'm happy for that dude, straight up. Here we go. Dallas-Turner might be a problem this season. The Minnesota Vikings have kicked off training camp, and are all systems go as they track towards the regular season. We know when we'll see new quarterback J.J. McCarthy during the exhibition slate. We know that the entire roster will get an additional challenge during joint practices with the New England Patriots. What we don't know is how Minnesota Vikings will look after a 14-win campaign and the departure of quarterback Sam Darnold. The roster is set to win now, and Brian Flores' defensive front looks like an absolute force. Let's go, man. Although he's not currently a starter amongst that group, Dallas-Turner appears primed to live up to his first-round pick billing if he's going to break out this year. It would be hard not to notice, and he's already turning heads in Egan. And he don't got to start, for real. He ain't got to start, bro. You know, that shows you how much talent and depth they got on the roster. Well, your rookie player, first-round draft pick, who you drafted at 17, don't even got to start. He can just be in a rotation at a high level. And your defense is that stacked? Come on, bro. You can't ignore that. You cannot take that for granted, homie, straight up. Minnesota Vikings ready for Dallas-Turner breakout year. Last season, the Minnesota Vikings jumped back into the first round of the NFL draft in order to land Dallas-Turner. The cost was substantial, and he only played a rotational role last season as a rookie. ESPN's Kevin Seifert is already liking what he has seen from the Alabama product during training camp in year 2. Let's see what Seifert got to say, dog. Why not, man? Seifert, don't be just, talking reckless, though, bro.
One of the pleasant surprises of the Minnesota Vikings' early part of training camp has been linebacker Dallas-Turner, who was the second of their 2 first-round picks in 2024. He didn't play a lot as a rookie. He had 2 Pro Bowlers in Jonathan Grenard and Andrew Van Ginkel ahead of him on the depth chart. And the question coming into camp was, how are they going to get Dallas-Turner on the field more with those 2 guys also back with the team? And the answer has been pretty simple. The Vikings have been happy to have all 3 of them on the field together when the first-team defense is on the field. First part of full pads practice, first defense against first offense, Dallas-Turner has a sack, also tipped a pass that nearly led to a pick 6 and an interception. So really having a lot of flash plays so far we're seeing from Dallas-Turner. A lot of times when coach.
Same things he did at Alabama, right? Same things he did at Alabama at a high level. It's all coming together, man. Trust me.
Coaches and players are noticing him. Keeps playing like this, it's not going to be a question of when he gets on the field or how much he gets on the field, but of how much of an impact he's actually making. From Minnesota, I'm Kevin Seifert, ESPN.
That's that work. That's that dog. That's that being unrelentless, man. That's that dog getting him home and straight up. For real. For real, man. That's that never fold, never quit mentality. Go hard. A lot of that was instilled from Bama. I'm sure in his earlier years as well, but a lot of that come from Bama, man. Bama had them boys ready. Even through the tough times, the rough times. Bama gonna get you right. I know it was Saban, etc., but Kalen the boy, he's building something real as well. Him, Ryan Grubb, they gonna get you ready for the league, man. Go to Bama, man. This ain't no biasness, bro. You know, of course I want Bama to be number one in recruiting. Why not? Come on, bro. No cap. But I'm telling you, Bama gonna have you prepared, homie. They're gonna get you there, straight up. They're gonna get you there. Especially if you're ready, you got the talent, you want to put the work in, they're gonna get you there, bro. For real. Let's go. If the Vikings are going to get more from Turner in year 2, their defense could be among the best in the league. There are still question marks at the cornerback position, facts, but a pass rush, including Turner, Grenard, and Van Ginkel, all producing seems unfair. Crazy. Turner led the SEC in sacks as a junior with 10. He has long been a menace for opposing quarterbacks, and there's reason the Minnesota Vikings prioritize the jump in the draft to go get him. Why does a good year from Dallas Turner look like for the Minnesota Vikings? What does a good year from Dallas Turner look like for the Minnesota Vikings? Ultimately, it will be up to Brian Flores when it comes to the positioning his edge rushers. The Vikings finally have a strong interior defensive line with the additions of Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. They could get crazy and go grab Christian Wilkins too. Woo, they grab Wilkins. I know he's going through some, I don't know if it's some legal issues with the NFL or something, but what? They grab him too? Come on, bro. Finding a way to deploy Turner, Grenard, and Van Ginkel at a substantial clip is probably something Flores has happy thoughts about. Why wouldn't you? Man, what? I bet Flores smiling every day, homie. Looking at his playbook, looking at his personnel, homie. Like, I'm going to put him there, send him, boom, boom. Come on, dog. That can't be a good feeling to be under center, looking at that trio bearing down on you. Heavy. Turner doesn't need to generate the 12 sacks Grenard had last year. Not at all. Or the 11.5 sacks Van Ginkel posted. He doesn't need to focus on making it to the Pro Bowl either. If Turner can up his sack total to something above 5 and be on the field for more than 50% of the defensive snaps, that seems like positive development. Heavy. This is a big year for the young linebacker. How much of an impact he makes might be limitless with the opportunity expected to grow. And that's what it is, dog. Like, and that was a good point by this article here, because he don't got to go out there and do too much. Like, he don't got to go out there and get 13 sacks, etc. You know, but just be consistent. Get more than 6. Make a name for yourself. Make noise. When you want to feel, be heard. Be in the backfield. Apply pressure. Sometimes it's not even about accumulating a sack. It's about applying pressure, getting the quarterback off his foot, out of position, right? Off balance, uncomfortable, and he'll make a mistake. Heavy, man. Yeah, the secondary has some flaws in it. We know it. The secondary had lack of personnel, some personnel issues last year. Correct. And they still was a damn near top 10, top 5 defense in some categories. Come on, man. And a secondary, believe it or not, you know, contrary to popular opinion, is better than it was last year. No cap. That's what we really talking about here, man. So Dallas Turner ain't got to come out and get 20 sacks and go crazy. You know what I mean? It don't got to be all that. He just need to be efficient, be consistent, bro, and be on the field. And when he's on the field, do his job, but cause havoc and continue to grow. That's it, huh? Continue to grow, homie. Heavy. That's all we need, man. Next up, we got Josh Metellus. I got to get into Josh Metellus. I know this kind of a late article, but anyway, you know, Metellus deserve. I got to talk about it, bro, because his grind, his journey, homie, the player he is, you got to respect it and be happy for the dude, bottom line, man. For real. He put that work in, and he ain't quit. For real. Kept working, kept grinding. Vikings Joshua Metellus to 3-year deal. Vikings signed Joshua Metellus to 3-year deal worth $25 million guaranteed. Let's go, man. He got that. He got a nice guapino, $25 million guaranteed. That's some nice federale, some nice cheddar, baby. Huh? Some nice butter for the bread, man. The Vikings have announced they have signed safety Joshua Metellus to a 3-year contract extension. The deal will keep him in purple through the 2028 season. Let's go get a ring, man. Win the Super Bowl. The deal includes a guaranteed $25 million and could reach as high as $42 million with incentives. So meaning if he balls a certain number of tackles, interceptions, pass breakups, etc., you dig me, you get my drift. Metellus, a 3-time team captain, is entering his 6th season with the Vikings. Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell spoke about the deal after Sunday's practice. Very excited to highlight and point out to you that Josh Metellus has agreed to a contract extension. Multi-year captain since I've been here, such a vital part of our success all on and off the field. O'Connell said, "It's hard to imagine them making them any better as a player or person than Josh Metellus, a good dude, good solid dude, good guy, man, on and off the field for real, homie. You know what he means to me personally, our friendship, our bond we formed. Absolutely thrilled for Josh, his family, and Vikings fans that they get to see him for years to come in a role that's become really special to him and how he's attacked it and helped us become what we are defensively." Facts, bro. He hit it on the head with a hammer. Everything he said, bro. Got to respect Metellus, man. For real. Metellus is a jack of all trades on defense, and Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores deploys his unique skill set in a multitude of positions across the defense. Metellus played 1,192 total snaps last year, which was a team high. The Vikings picked Metellus out of Michigan in the 6th round of the 2020 NFL draft. And that's it for the article, dog. Shout out Metellus for getting his just due, bro. No cap, no cap, bro. The man earned his guapino. He earned that extension, and I ain't got no problem with it at all. That's it for the video. You know what it is. Hey, fire them comments up. Feedback is much appreciated. The time is now, man. The time is now, bro. Big SKOL here. SKOL Vikes. Win, lose, or draw. Forever. And guess what? You already know what it is. We run the North, man. Believe that.